Welcome back to the Recap Lounge.
I'm Lauren Marie, aka Access Lauren.
And I'm Ed Thoroughbred Williams at Thoroughbred Boxing. And we're back. We back.
And I got a couple disclaimers for y'all, okay? Because we had a night. I didn't get to do my hair. I left my lipstick. Earrings gone.
You was partying like that?
Eyes looking crazy. So I'm not trying to be.
I guess that last part 2 reunion kind of
I'm
fired you up.
It's over.
I thought it was because of the heat.
No. I'm like, it's over. So I'm not trying to be all Hollywood with the glass. I just, trust me, y'all, it's better this way.
Hangover, part 2?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Just saying.
It's part 2 of Bello and Dominique. Let's get right
Let's
into it.
Get into it. They hop right into it, though.
Right into it.
You know, hold on. I got to. They got right into it. So
cheers to a great recap. Lord knows I don't need nothing else to drink.
You know, the hair of the dog.
Okay. So, Bello went in Dominique's phone and blocked a young lady?
His wife.
Did she say wife? Or did she say girlfriend?
That's the lady who is
That was
now,
not the lady that was
that
his wife.
is.
You gotta be.
That's the lady.
Whoa.
That's the lady.
I
mean, think about it. What type of relationship is that? Your wife bothering your girlfriend. You need to cheat in peace. Like,
listen, I thought Muslim people could have multiple wives.
Yeah, but Don wasn't the wife yet. And the wife has to be involved in the process. It ain't like
my cute little pillows over here.
It ain't like you do this on your own. You know, I got a lot of Muslim friends with multiple wives.
Oh my God.
It's like a real thing. Like your wife gotta be.
Do you think that the wife knew about her? Well, meaning, like, I went in Dominique's phone to block her so that she doesn't have to be bothered by seeing what we got going on, or what do you think was the reason?
I feel like, and I don't know, but I feel like Bello blocked his wife from Dom because he didn't want Dom to know.
Okay.
I definitely believe his lady knew.
Okay. So the lady knew, but Dom got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me because at first I'm like, I don't understand. Okay. Yeah. So, and after speaking to his family and friends, he realized that Dominique wasn't a good fit. So I'm assuming.
After speaking, I mean, he spoke with them before the last episode, and he was still saying she was a good fit.
I mean, there's definitely some things here that could be going on. But I do recall, like on one of our dates, Bello did tell me, like, my mom would not approve of basically any of these ladies here.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, you already know that's not going to go nowhere because I'm not getting into a family that already doesn't want me around. So.
Oh, for sure.
We knew that was already.
So he told you that?
He did.
And you're one of the ladies?
I'm one of the ladies.
Wow.
I think they wanted a tradition, like just like the young lady looks like right now, his wife. Like, I think that's what they wanted. Yeah. And none of us fit that. None of us. So
I mean, you can be a white African.
I am a white African, but no, I'm not gonna be doing all the, I'm not converting. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I do think that, like I said, when you're all wrapped up in something, hearing people from the outside, like your family, your friends, even the brother had some reservations that day they showed on the episode. It's like people start to tell you from the outside looking in, brother, get out. That's just how I figured it went. But anyway, so Bello was supporting her lifestyle, including taking her and her daughters to lunch 3 times a week, paying bills. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just
Dominique does strike me as a lady that definitely has, I don't want to call it requirements, but a certain lifestyle that she's used to. So, I mean, if you go out to eat a few times a week, that's not something that's crazy. So, and then of course you're not going to McDonald's. So, my thing is, it's her and the kids.
And then he said the bill.
$600. That's $1,800 a week plus paying the bill. Shit, sign me up to be the extra white.
I don't even like to pay to get into places.
Okay. But $600. But my thing is, when I hear him say her and her kids, I'm thinking about 3 12-year-olds or.
No, her kids are adults.
Grown women.
Yeah.
You taking her and her grown daughters to eat 3 times a week. That changes things for me.
It definitely changes things.
But it's not to say Dominique is wrong for what she wants or requires.
Right.
But I think Bello thought I think once you're in it, Now you understand. Ooh, I don't know if I can keep up.
Yeah, that's a heck of a habit. I mean, you can at least do cocaine and not spend that much money.
All right. So she had mentioned that his life is in disarray.
Yeah.
And financially, right?
I mean, so that's kind of what I've heard, you know. I mean, just around even who was that mom that said he comes off as like a salesman?
Got it.
You know, it's like he was his whole thing was trying to push his business, right?
But think about this now. Again, like you said, how true is that?
I don't know.
If he's got enough money to pay $1,800 a week to take somebody out just recreational,
right,
on top of paying some of their bills and maintaining his lifestyle,
and he paid the bills,
that's got to be some type of financial.
Oh, I mean, I don't.
Now there's levels to
it's
financial
levels
stability,
and that's what I'm saying.
But to the average person,
to the average person, they not doing $1,800 just.
If he was in fact taking her, spending $600,
it's two sides to every story.
You get what I'm saying? Right.
It's two sides to every story.
But
what about the part where Dom got into it and was like, basically aired everything out and was like, you know, he don't got the money. It's part of why they broke up. And the issue with not issue, but the instance with her brother.
I don't know if y'all see my faces, but I'm like, God, ooh, this is house business. I don't want to know this. I was uncomfortable.
So do you think at some point when Bella was making his decision on who he was interested in,
he was considering it all.
He was considering it all. Like, okay,
the full picture.
Like, okay, she come from this family with this lifestyle, and her brother does this and invest.
Very opportunistic. However, you do want to find. I mean, men are very logical when they come to choosing a partner. We're very emotional. He's looking at the full picture, right? And your brother's going to fund one of my deals, and once he realized, no, actually, I'm going to be funding her. She's not going to be funding what I got going on. I think that changed things for him. Not to mention he had a wife.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, anyways, I
did not have a wife. That's the thing.
That was the word on the street.
Words on the street was
he had a wife and a kid.
Wife and kids.
In another city.
Another city. Should have been another country. I think that would have been more believable.
But I will say this. When I made that comment, I know I sounded facetious, but I said, no, I love love. I really do love love. And I felt like once I realized Bella wasn't for me, I was excited for them. I knew it would end in shambles, but just because of just how it started,
I
knew
excited for them, but
but I did feel, when there's passion, when there's I did feel like that's okay.
I wanted them to make it. Out of everybody, I felt like from what the network aired, it looked like it was a genuine connection.
It did. So I was not shocked, but I was disappointed in the way that ended. So now we're on to Devon.
Devon.
I'm not gonna know his name.
Devon.
We're on his journey, and let me just tell you, Nicole for me was the star of this whole 2-part reunion. I knew she had some, but when she said, y'all not about to be fucking around with me today.
Nicole aired it out. It's like she walked in with the ski mask and a tech.
I should have took a page out of her. I came in the reunion I'm going to keep it so cute. I'm not embarrassing anybody, and I don't care what they say. I'm going to be nice. No, Nicole said, let's go. But anyway, so we on Devon.
One thing I can say about Devon is like, all right, if you get me into a corner, I'm coming out swinging.
And he did it so classy.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting beside himself.
Yeah. I mean, he could be a politician.
He could. And so we'll talk about that later. So on stage with Devon, we have Nicole, Dominique, Shannon, Xavier, and Emily.
Yeah.
So Devon, people were complaining that he was shuffling his connections.
Which he was. I mean, that's the point.
But I want to say something to that, because I really stand on this, because I experienced this. This is 6 weeks, okay? I really do not believe any of the people who came in and said, oh, when I saw you, that was it.
That was it.
We're here to get to know these people. So as the process goes, at some point, Ed gets here, then Ed does something crazy. He gets down here, Steve does something. He ends up here on a weekly, maybe daily basis. Your connections may shuffle. This might be my top person. Then I found out he beat women. So now this guy is better. No, I'm giving, no, nobody beats women. I'm just saying it's not a crazy concept to think that one time you were his top, then you weren't, then you were, then you acted crazy, and now you are. I just hate that they're attacking him for that. So I just had to stand up and say for that, because same thing with me, guys. That's what happened to me.
What about the whole situation with Devon and Shannon?
Remind me, what happened with Devon and Shannon?
I mean, I think it was just more of some pillow talking.
No. You're talking about with Nicole when she went around and said, "You're for the streets" to Shannon.
Oh,
Devon.
Yeah, Devon. Yeah,
you're for the streets. He doesn't like your values. I was like, oh, I'm glad I wasn't on that couch. And then she would have been like, and you, Lauren, oh my God. She had heat for everybody. Pillow talking. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. And when you're in a situation where you're dating multiple women and these women are in competition, they're talking, you cannot tell.
And I think it's a sense of just ethical maturity.
Character, but we
like,
can't talk about character.
No, not character. Not character. Like when as an adult, you're taught not to really
ethical non-monogamy.
I never heard.
See, that's something you would say. No, I get it, but listen, she obviously felt like she got backed up against the wall, and she like, okay, y'all shitting on me. Yeah. Well, here you go. Yeah. I get it.
She had some ammo.
I'm not mad at her because, like I said, if I was smart, I would have aired all this out on the reunion like she did. That's the time to do it, not afterwards trying to clean up a mess. But I will say that Devon said that, well, Nicole thinks he's full of shit, number one. Yeah. And there was some type of confusion about them dating outside the show. Devon said Nicole created a narrative that she was dating him. And the words he uses is crazy. When she sent that unhinged text, I was like, fuck. It got nasty because she said, no, you clearly, and I believe Nicole when she says, I asked you and you said, I want to try to date. I guess the confusion is Devon tried to date maybe, and they went out a couple times and he realized you're not a romantic interest. Mm-hmm. But in her mind, the process of them going out dating to find out if you're a romantic interest was dating. So
what's your outlook on that? Like, what's dating? Is that dating? If you go out on a date with someone multiple times, which makes it plural, are you dating?
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So it's gray. This is a gray area. Mm-hmm. So like my initial date always has to be a coffee shop, 45 minutes max. That's what my love coach told me. After we make it out of there and we want to start to go on dates, we're dating because we kind of have already figured I like you, I'm interested. So now let's start the dating process. Okay. But that's kind of funky when we're not friends. So when we're going out and doing things, you don't want to call that dating?
I think it's dating.
There's levels to dating, but
yeah, for sure. I think
this is dating. We're going on dates together with the intention of you getting to know me better. But it's nothing that you have to say like I was dating her. It wasn't that deep. But yes, we're going on. I don't know shit. What you think?
I think it's dating. I think it's dating. Now, a lot of the confusion came from what happened in the lounge. Pillow talking, as you say, right?
What happens in the lounge
stays in the lounge, supposedly.
No, it goes in the telephone game and gets around to every single person until it gets to Ina and she get to telling you a whole extra story that never happened, y'all. I'm sorry. Woo. So now we got Vince, Christina, Darius, Ashley, myself, and Donna on stage, and we're talking about this issue of what happens in the lounge. Now, I do want to say this. I wish that was a rule that we did adhere to. I really wish that was strongly enforced.
I mean, you can enforce it.
I just wish it would make the process so much more authentic because so many people are playing the game that as soon as you give them some ammo to take back to somebody, they're going to do that.
I mean, it's definitely dirty macking.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it sucks because...
But the process is supposed to be a microcosmic aspect of life, right?
Oh, what?
Microcosmic aspect of life.
Come on, Ed. See, he's so cute and smart. And I forgot I got to tell you about this one girl who wanted to talk to you. Remind me. Okay.
So if that's what happens in life, Think about it. How many dudes hear something about somebody if it involves someone of interest, and they like, no, I heard this. What it's called dirty macking, but at the end of the day, people do it.
I don't respect it, and let me tell you,
I don't either.
If you're confident in yourself and everything you have to offer, why the hell do you have to go and do some low down dirty? Let me go make up something. Let me spread a rumor, try to make other people look bad to make me look. It makes you look very insecure.
I don't do it to the point to where if it involves somebody I know and it comes up like, hey, do you know so-and-so? Like if she asks me, hey, do you know? I'm like, no, I don't know him.
If it's some crazy stuff like, hey, bro, look, don't.
Oh, I mean, if it comes from my guy, my dog, like, look, don't, yeah. But if, because I want to hear what happens. I'm like, no, I don't know.
Yeah. It's just, it's not okay. So when it comes to the B word.
Well, we missed, though, being in the lounge and the jealousy aspect, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it came up that Vince may be jealous of Darius.
Is he? Do you think so?
I don't think so. I feel like Vince got his own thing going on. I mean, you never know, but I think Vince got his own thing going on. Like, why? Why would he be jealous of Darius?
I'm not saying Vince is jealous of Darius at all.
No, I'm not saying you are.
I'm just prefacing my next comment. But what I will say is I do realize, because there's two different people. They got their own vibes. Yeah. What I realize is that some people that are not as secure as others in themselves get rubbed the wrong way by people that are fully secure. And I believe Darius is one of those guys that is very secure. He don't give a fuck. This is how I'm coming. What's up? And sometimes people can see that. They got comments to say. They, and then like the Barack Obama statement, like that didn't, and it's funny, but I'm just giving you a example of.
But I think that's just Vince just being witty and right there on the cue.
You said it's witty?
Yeah, it's witty. Like, do he remind you of Barack Obama? I'm like, no. I think it's just the first thing that comes off top. I don't think it's jealousy. I think it's. Yeah. I think sometimes Vince may speak a little too prematurely, and it could come off wrong. But to me, it don't come off as jealousy. I don't think Vince is
jealous of Darius, but I'm telling you that in general, when people have to make comments or and this person hasn't done, they're just living their life and you feel the need to speak on them, it's usually a sign of just
for sure
something.
For sure, if somebody feel like they got to speak on you, but you already know during this whole experience
they ask you questions.
Yeah, they ask you questions.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I don't think he was. And I wonder why we don't ever find out who were the people saying this shit. Who came to Vince and said Darius is jealous of you? Why we can't air none of these people out? The people that starting the mess versus always focusing on the mess.
They're called producers.
No, they were. Ladies came to Vince telling him that Darius was jealous of him.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. No. Ladies came to Darius telling him that Vince was jealous of him.
Oh wow.
Several.
Okay.
So, which I feel like is bullcrap. Like how old are we? 12. Anyway, so I believe that what happens in the lounge should stay in the lounge. So, let's get back to this B word. I thought it was hilarious that Vince, first of all, that was a moment where he needed to clear that up. I wanted to hear it out of his mouth. Vince, clear it up. Okay. But thank God Darius was there to go ahead and clean it up just a bit, which he still didn't tell a full story. Okay. But, again, Donna, Darius, and Bella both vouched for Vince in that situation, which helped me feel like I could be, accept his apology based on what the things they said, right? What I thought was odd was Vince asked, is it fair for me to ask you who told you that, Ina? And she says it's not fair. How are you so easy and forthcoming with the mess?
But don't want
But can't, how you gonna pick and choose? She's questioning his character.
But don't
What about you?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't you think that was fair to say? The reunion is the time.
So I do think she should have said that. That's just me. Like if you're gonna say something about me, you should at least provide the information on where you got it from. But I do know that's a common thing. Like people don't like, well, I don't want to give up my source.
Yeah, it's common, but it doesn't make sense because you could have just kept your mouth shut. So to come on here and then you added to it, you created a narrative with it. You're being messy. And then she deserves an Oscar too. She goes, calling this woman I'm like, child, like I said before, you could have, if we was all that tight, why you ain't call me on the phone and tell me the guy you like called you a bitch? You wait till you get on TV, your camera's rolling, and then, like, girl, please. But my point is, how you gonna pick and choose? I can't tell you who said it, but you can spread the rumor around and cause mess and chaos. Anyways, what's that one girl I like watching? Moving Forward. You ever seen her?
Yeah, the cooking lady.
No. She's she's like on YouTube and she reviews like the Ready to Live.
Oh, it's a lady. No, it's a lady that's on IG that cook and she'd be like that.
Oh, maybe it's the same lady. So yeah, that's how that whole situation went.
Okay.
So
then we got the whole Shannon story with Steve, Darius, Shannon and Devon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was different.
Shannon looked absolutely stunning.
Yeah, Shannon
at the
looked
reunion.
Great. Yeah, everybody did though.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you said that.
No, but
last
I liked
episode.
Shannon's look. I just the monotone.
I mean, Shannon kept it classy. Like I liked Shannon look when we went skating. And
I don't remember it.
She had like the old school striped shirt with the I mean,
no. But I take your word for it for sure.
yeah.
So she's be going through her journey with
Yep.
Darius, Devon, and Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing really crazy stood out to me during this segment, but and we'll get on Steve once we get to, I believe he has a segment.
He got this segment.
Well,
yeah.
so I'll hold those comments. But I do feel like none of the guys were serious about her, and I can understand her frustration and wanting. And it's so funny. It sounds like she wanted clarity. So it's acceptable when certain people want clarity, but not others.
It sounds like a Lauren thing.
Oh, did she want some straight up answers and clarity? Oh, because Lauren's so thirsty for wanting it, but Shannon's not.
No, but the thing is, I feel like I was having a conversation with someone outside of the show.
Okay.
And they pointed out something to me. The Detroit season was different. I felt like every season there was at least one or two couples that you felt like, no, this is authentic, this is genuine, this is real. I felt like Detroit was just
Full of actors.
Yeah, or a group of misaligned people that's like
Totally misaligned. For sure.
let me just, I guess actors. Yeah, let me play the role.
Yeah.
Because who do you think? Sidebar before who do you think was really interested in who?
I really think. Who do I think we were? Okay, I think you liked myself and Donna.
Okay.
But not to the extent of like I'm gonna fight to stay on the show. I think Steve liked Donna, myself, and Ashante. But again, not to he's like I could do without. I could just live my life and never date them and be fine. Bello, nobody. Yeah, nobody. Sorry. And Devon, nobody. But he just saw something shiny when he saw Dominique. So that was something like I think it was an ego thing for him. Like if I could get this, it was like a game. This is just my thoughts.
And Cardi?
Cardi,
Yeah.
nobody.
Okay.
Nobody. I think total TV. Chris, I think he was there genuinely thinking like I might find somebody here, and I think he knew that the person wasn't there, and so he was fine. In fact, I think he has somebody now, so which lets you know he was intentionally looking for someone.
That's what's up. I mean, Bella was too.
No, he was. He had somebody.
Yeah,
so he wasn't looking for nobody. He has her.
Okay.
He blocking her off of Dominique phone.
He was.
So, but listen, back to Shannon.
Okay.
So Shannon brings her best friend out, or her friend, Mercedes.
Yep.
Now, I hadn't watched any of the seasons before, so I'm not familiar with Mercedes.
Me either.
I'm sorry. Once I got casted, I watched Philly. I watched one season to get familiar, but I hadn't watched it before, so I don't know her. But when she comes out, and we can agree that they edited it so mildly, it was hot.
Yeah, it was fire. Like she went in. She basically was
These
like,
guys was in a hot seat.
Yeah, but also they didn't have much to say back either.
Was that editing, or was that real life?
I mean, of course it was edited, but even during like,
do you think that they didn't have much to say back because they didn't really care? Like why am I going to sit here and argue with you and I'm not even trying to date this lady for real?
that's legit. I didn't think about
I don't know, but all I know is I was in the back a little bit, like, damn. this is fucked up. We
I
got
was in the back cold.
outsider coming in and just dogging these guys.
You see my head on my coat?
Yeah.
It was cold.
But
they didn't have any heat, and they didn't have any good
she was
liquor.
saying was very true. I think it was just harsh the way it was delivered. Mm-hmm. And then when she called Darius Mr. Fur, I was like, it's just, it just felt a little bit like it was a bit much.
I mean, do you feel like at that point she was trying to really represent her friend, or she was trying to get some more TV time? That's real.
To me, it was a little unnecessary. It was a little bit much.
You know, I mean, this could be like a time like, look, I had my 15 minutes already, love. We all have it. It's the sun is set. I just don't know
why people think you're going to come on this show and get famous. This is
because Oprah own it.
It's not one of those shows, guys.
Oprah, yeah.
I do think we could have kept that segment out, and I would have been totally okay with it.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it really added to the show.
I don't, and but again, I feel like they edited it mildly, so it didn't look as bad as it was. We wrapped up on Shannon. Now we're on to Steve's journey.
Yeah.
He's got myself, Ashante, Shannon, Donna, and Bellows on the couch for some reason.
Yeah.
Why is he there? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're all going through the journeys, and I'm gonna just start by saying this. Okay. Steve, you know I love you as a friend. I am so disappointed in Steve because I truly, just based on the conversations we've had, based on some of the things he shared, the things I've seen, I've witnessed, I just really feel like he's one of those people that's going to try to be the nice guy.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And when somebody needs me, I'm going to be that person for them because I don't want anybody to feel bad.
Okay.
And at that point, you know, I had already dated Vince, and I had told Steve after the process, like, hey, I'm dating Vince now. You know, he knew. So I don't feel like he was 100% forthcoming with his true feelings. I don't think he was.
What do you mean? Well, like, what was his true feelings?
So when it comes to Shannon, okay, and I'm gonna just say, I typically wouldn't say this, but I do feel like I have a right to speak on this now that I've seen all the crazy things that have been said about me. So typically I wouldn't want to share these things, but I'll go ahead and share. Shannon was a total psycho on the show in real life. Hold
on. She was a psycho on the show in real life. Explain it.
No, like it, not the way it's edited. Like she's this sweet little like. No, in real life.
In real life, she's a.
No, let me explain.
Okay.
So, and you know, we did the overnight house situation, right? When we were at the cabin, and I walked into Steve's room, and he kicked this box under his bed. It was a dozen sunflowers, and I was like, and I know that's his favorite flower. Sunflowers. Okay. And I was like, Steve, you bought me flowers? He was like, no, Shannon bought them for me, and she wrote me a long love letter. And I'm like, when did y'all get tight like that? Like, what's he's like, I don't know what made her feel like that towards me. I mean, we talk on the phone, but I didn't know that it was this deep. And I'm just like, okay. So later, Bello shares with me that Shannon's been running around this house looking for y'all, putting her ear to the doors, trying to figure out where y'all at. Just recently, Steve just told me we were outside in the back of the house. He looked up and saw Shannon staring down from the window, and that's why he asked me to move down towards the lake. And it was dark, and I'm like, this all fits. Why, Steve? If that's how you felt, you're not a bad guy for saying, Shannon, you are so awesome, but this ain't the thing. But to keep a person like that on the leash, like. I know, because I could be crazy sometimes. You got to tell me the truth. Don't lead me on. You got to tell me.
How you be crazy? Like with knives and sharp things?
No. Okay. Not physically. But like if I'm locked in, that's why I don't mess with a lot of people. But when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So you got to tell me, okay? And that's why I don't really deal with people. Okay. So but what I'm saying is if you're leading a person like that on, shame on you. And number two, to get on there and say that, like, yeah, I want it. I'm open to, it's like, then why aren't you dating the person in real life? Why aren't you? And I hate to sound, I'm not a hater. I don't care for Shannon. I'm not dating Steve. I don't see him in that type of way ever since you saw on the show. So I'm just saying, why not be honest about how you really feel? That's all I
don't think it's dishonesty. I think it's to protect their feelings. You know,
that's what to protect this person's feelings. You're being dishonest to yourself.
No, I think he's very honest with himself. I know he felt like Shannon probably wasn't an interest of his. I mean, because if she was, he would have stated it, like she's like my person. But again,
no, but he said it on stage, and me just rewatching it, like, Steve, we just talked about, like, he's like, no, she was a strong connection, and yeah, I would date her, and I would do better, like, Steve.
Oh, okay, that's the dishonesty.
And now and that's why you got her on these little piss in the D, whatever that show is called, talking about, yeah, and Lauren was jealous about it. Girl, please. This man was running from you. Anyway.
Piss in the D.
Is that what it's called? Piss in the D?
I don't think that's what it's
called. Anyway, so Steve, I do believe Steve and Ashante really could have had something, but again,
do you?
No, but let me tell you why it wouldn't work. I think Ashante is the type of person that really needs pressure. Like, you're going to have to show me. Now, she'll deal with you like, you cool, Steve, you cool. But, Steve, I need you to be hitting me up, planning dates. And Steve is so laid back. And he's a slow burn. So, it would have took them so much time.
Same way.
I don't think so. I think you one of them people. You a boxer. Like, what you mean? You going to get, listen.
A fight is different from.
Yeah. If I guarantee, if you was into Ashante, y'all would have been on 10 dates by now. You're not laying back chilling like, you know.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah, like.
And that's what I mean by that.
Okay.
You would take the initiative, and she would know. You would put pressure. I know you would. Not maybe crazy pressure, but you gonna let somebody know.
Crazy.
So I think they could have worked out, and they would have been a really cute couple. Yeah, but I do feel like they're on.
Good together.
They're just on two different wavelengths. I do think. Let me be clear, that Shannon and Steve would have been a very cute couple, and I think they would be good together.
I actually think Donna and Steve will look good together.
Aesthetically, I don't.
They're both aesthetically, I do.
But everything else, I do.
Yeah, academia. I don't know why. I wish Steve. I would have mentioned something when Steve was here.
You know why I think? You know what I think? I think that Steve was discouraged when he found out how strong Donna's connection was with Vince. And I think that made him fall back.
That makes sense.
And again, I also feel like Steve was not into these women, including myself, as much as he needed to be in order to fight. Mm-hmm. He wasn't about to fight for nothing. So if you're not making it easy, Steve ain't doing it. And Donna being so into Vince did not make it easy for Steve to grow that connection. I do believe he wanted that connection.
Makes
sense. But, he fell back. Again, I don't know why Bella was on that stage. And so let's get to this elimination. Let me talk about that crying situation, y'all, because that's ridiculous. My girl's like, you crying over him? No. Let me tell you what happened. This freaking editing is ridiculous. So a few terrible things were said about Steve in the ladies' lounge. And I actually had to tell him those things. And that pissed me off. Because, again, when I say I hate bullying, mean people, mean girls with a passion, especially people who make stuff up about people, Steve has been a good dude this whole process. He's been nice. He ain't did nothing wrong to nobody. So for him for people to make up the disgusting things that were made up about him, that pissed me off. So for me to tell him that, and then knowing some of the things that have happened to him in the past. So for me to say you're not ready to love, and it was just an emotional, it felt like me telling my friend just some stuff that but little did I know, Steve don't give up. He ready to go home. The car was warming up. Like, let's go, Lauren. Like, you good? You done? We good? I'm like, we good. So it wasn't like, Steve, I want you so bad, and I can't believe you're leaving. It's like, I just so fucking hate these people. So that's what it was, y'all.
Okay, now you got the journey of Darius and Ashley.
Ooh, wait. Let me sip this real quick before we get here. Please, before we get here. I'm going to let you talk.
So we got the journey with Darius and Ashley, and then you got the late play of Ashante. And I don't really see Shannon really being involved in that. I mean, I think it was clear.
They showed that quick clip of her, and I honestly, it's one of my favorite clips of Shannon, where Darius is talking about looking at her eyes, and she's like, "What do you see?" And he was like, "I see." I'm like, "Oh my!" And she was like, "I would let Darius lead me anywhere."
How did she say it?
It was crazy. I'm like, what's happening? What an odd couple, but I was kind of here for it, you know.
I mean, so speaking of that, do you think Darius actually had a connection with anybody in real life?
Yes, I believe he had a connection with Ashley.
Okay.
I do.
I don't. I think it was just like, you know, this could work, you know, like, but
no, I feel like he was attracted to her.
Yeah.
I feel like he was trying. I mean, from the outside looking in.
But like I was telling someone else, because there was no connection with Nicole and I, right? Mm-hmm. But Nicole is attractive. I'm attracted to Nicole, so I think it's beyond the attraction for a connection.
I believe it was real. I mean, from my understanding, from some of the things I've heard, allegedly, he's allowed her to borrow cars. I don't know. I don't know if these things are true, guys. So disclaimer, I've heard he's paid for certain things. So to me, when a man is doing that type of stuff, that's real. Yeah, I'm giving you, me. So that's why I think he really liked her.
Okay.
Here's what pisses me off. Can I say this?
Okay. You can say it.
People, women, men, let's be accountable. Let's please start being accountable for what we got going on. Like, to say my name as a point in contention about why your relationship is not working out is completely unfair. Okay?
So how do your name come up with their relationship not working out?
So as soon as they get on stage, instead of talking about we didn't work out because A, B, C, and D, and let me just say this. I am convinced, I'm 99.9% sure that these ladies had a meeting. Let's all of us get together and we're going to say Lauren's name when we get on stage, okay? And then here go another sidebar, because I forgot to mention this last time. The whole coffee shop date with Donna and I, she knows damn well the only person I was dating was Vince. She leaves that coffee shop meeting, drives all the way to the place where Dominique works, tells Dominique, Lauren's been dealing with Bello. Lauren's dating Bello. Bold-faced lies to that lady. Bello had been calling me. I had ignored this man for a year, okay? Over 365 days. So I have reason to believe that these women were all in cahoots. Like, let's just all say Lauren's name when we get out there.
Why do you think that?
I mean, the hate is so real. I wasn't a part of none of their plans. I wasn't in cahoots with none of them. I wasn't kissing nobody's ass. I don't like mean girls. I don't like bullies. I steer clear of them. In fact, during reunion, I had my own dressing room. All the ladies shared a dressing room, and I had my own dressing room.
I had my own dressing room.
And I want to just give an honorable mention. Nicole is the only woman who called me on the phone when she realized what was happening and said, I just want to check on you, make sure you're okay.
Nicole is a sweetheart.
I will never forget that moment, because to feel so ostracized and like, what am I doing to people? Right. Like, why y'all gotta like separate me for what? Like, what are they in there doing? Like it was obvious that there was some shit behind the scenes happening. And Nicole to say, hey, I see what's going on and I just want to check on you. Are you okay? I'll never forget that, Nicole, and she'll always have a soft spot in my heart because of that. So shout out to Nicole. Back to where we was at. I'm convinced all these motherfuckers said, I'm gonna say Lauren's name. I'm gonna also say this, and you can attest to this. And people from past seasons have DM'd me about this. Everybody talks to everybody from the show. Everybody has called each other. Cardi, I'm speaking to Cardi. I've spoken to Xavier. I've spoken to everybody from this show. So to just point out the fact that Lauren's the only, like I'm the person that's reaching, not like all of us are not reaching out to all of each other from this experience, just off of just bonding over the experience, is crazy. So Ashley gets on stage. So everything was going good. So, similar to Donna's story, until I'm on a date and Lauren calls.
I remember that.
So I've been knowing Darius for years. Okay. If I wanted to date Darius, I think we've had plenty of opportunities. The show was not some magic thing that was going to make me look at him and go, oh, you know what? It was you all along, Darius.
But
like,
see, so it's funny you say that because that's
did you do that
the
to
same
Nicole?
thing I said about Nicole. Like,
exactly.
I've known her for years. So.
All right. So now I feel bad because I'm like, well, you know, but
Yeah.
no, that doesn't magically make you want to be with somebody just because they came on a show with you.
Right.
If I've had opportunities. So, fun fact. I was I'm former executive director of the Detroit fashion community, where I through fashion events, raise money, all kinds of stuff. Darius, as a fashion icon in the city, will come out to the events sometimes and support. So I know Darius. So I called Darius that evening to let him know about a fashion event that was happening downtown. He didn't answer. That's fine. So for her to go, and then Lauren called him. Number one, I've always thought Ashley was slightly a little bit insecure. Has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. Ashley and we've had some differences. We've got on the phone with each other. We've talked through things. I don't understand why, if she felt some type of way, she didn't pick up that phone and call me instead of get on national TV and try to go with this narrative, trying to paint me like some type of side chick. It pisses me off. Anyway, so she says my name. So for the record, no, Darius and I don't date, guys.
Okay. So what about the whole Cardi was calling everybody?
Because before the whole T and the D shit, we were all cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he was calling people to either go, like, some people have hung out and had drinks, some people have had dinner.
So you
me and
think
Ashante hang tight. I don't think he was trying to get with all the ladies from the show.
Yeah, it was just being cool. So you think for him to stop reaching out, it has something to do with the show?
Oh, 100%. We never had issues. Cardi and I never had issues.
Okay.
And I just want to say this too, for all the people out in those comments, Lauren just busy. She a busybody. She and everybody shit. It's like, I think y'all are projecting so hard because a lot of you women lead with sex. You lead with physical. You can't understand how a woman can have friendships with the opposite sex. You don't understand. You can actually have conversations. You can actually like somebody. You can actually kick it. And you guys don't have to be anything else. Yeah. So when they're like, I can't believe she hang with these people. Guys, I'm... Okay, next. Ashley, what we on?
No. So the next thing was the Vince asked to take her shopping.
What'd you say? Vince strikes again.
Yeah, Vince. Hey,
Vince. Bro.
We out here.
Okay. Cause this our last recap lounge for Rated Love, so I'm just letting this shit off.
Okay, air it out.
So Vince is sleeping with.
Pull the push iced tea up and everything.
We should have wore those. He's sleeping with Nicole.
Okay.
He's dating Donna. He was dating me, and he's asking to take Ashley.
Why did you just say he's sleeping with Nicole?
Because that was a fact that came out during the reunion.
I mean,
I'm just putting these things into perspective.
That's the only person you slept with?
No, but right. I said that because that was what was revealed on the show.
Right.
Donna never came out and said on the show, I'm sleeping with Vince. Okay. So I'm just giving.
Now they want to know. Now this been in my DMs, people in person.
Let me get my check.
Did you let Terry bone?
No.
You didn't let Vince?
No. That was literally when he said, Lauren, I want to continue to date you. I said, here's my boundaries. Until after I see this show, I'm not going to be kissing you, sleeping with you, spending the night, none of that shit.
None of that?
None of it. And do you see why? I could have been the fourth, fifth person this episode fucking on Vince. I'm not fucking on Vince. And I'm not coming behind certain people either. So.
Okay.
Back to what I was saying. Where was we at? Because you got me.
Ask the shopping.
So. And this is for Donna right now. Because and I think it's hilarious that this is for the internet people. Y'all got so much heat for Lauren, who went on dates with Vince, who was getting courted, who was having a ball, enjoying life. No heat for Nicole. Donna got all the heat for Lauren. Nicole, who's actually intimate with this man, which none of us should be getting heat at all. Because guess what? He was single. He's single. No, that's weird. It's a whole bunch of biased opinions out here. Oh, Lauren did it, so Lauren was. Nicole just sat here and told y'all, and y'all ain't got. Where's that heat? So now I'm trying to find Donna's face on the screen when he said, and then Vince trying to take Ashley shopping. I'm like, how do you feel about that? Where's all the smoke? Nowhere, just for Lauren. Okay.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
I believe it though, because Vince does. He likes to buy things.
He's like, okay.
Yeah, he's really generous.
Damn. Okay, Vince. I mean, listen.
He's generous.
Now,
I believe it.
all of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We still on Darius and Ashley.
Yeah.
They end the journey together.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. We discover at the reunion they're not together anymore. Right? Like, what happened?
You want to know something else? I want to touch on that because let's air this shit out a little bit. I'm not going to do too much because, again, I do have my morals and values until I feel like I need to, because I could literally run down the list and fuck some shit up. Okay? So Ashley goes, Darius told me, I picked you. Oh, snap, I got to tell Lauren. My point, like, why does your mind go to the worst? So the reason why Darius said that, and I didn't want to say this, that's why I'm like, he didn't have to call me. But that day, Darius was late to filming.
Okay.
For hours late. Because he was so distraught on what to do. I was on the phone with Darius, encouraging him. Go there, think about the decision, make the right decision, work on stuff. I'm sitting here telling Darius all this stuff that's in Ashley's favor. He finally gets there and makes the decision. So for her to get on this TV, Beyonce's internet and the world, and say, why you got to call Lauren? He had to call me to thank me for helping him choose you. That's the thanks I get.
So why do you think they didn't work, though?
I think that Ashley is immature, and not in a negative way. She's closer to 30.
Hold on.
Not in a
Unpack that. How can you be immature in a positive way? And what does closer to 30
positive meaning? Just because you were immature at 20, that's a normal thing. Just you're going to grow. You're going to experience things. You're going to gain wisdom. She just hasn't. I don't think she's made it to a certain point yet. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
On Darius's end, he's a certain type of guy. Ashley not about to be going for that. Darius talking about you need to do this and you gonna have to do that, and you even she's it's a certain type of guy that I think she needs that's gonna match her. And it ain't, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying immature like it's a negative thing, but she be popping off. I just seen some stuff where she was crashing out. I just don't think that they're, I don't know. I don't think
also, this last episode, stuff has come out, stuff about Bello, his wedding. Stuff came out about Darius and his supposedly marriage to the woman.
Did they ever produce a
I don't think that's what I said supposedly.
Okay.
What, and then do you think that impacted
I'm
Ashley?
sure that Ash, and I think that people don't take that into consideration. I think that had to take a toll on Ashley's relationship with Darius, because hearing these things with a person that you barely know, that could mess up your perception. Like, I don't know what to believe. Is this true? Is it not? And I could see that because the way you talk to me, like I could see that really affecting their relationship. So I don't want to say it was somebody's wrong about how they feel. Some people are just not compatible,
Okay.
Yeah. So they bring everybody out on stage.
Everybody out. We here. We had those segments individual, everybody together. About to wrap it up.
And I peeped Ina mentioned that she went trick-or-treating with Xavier or something like that.
Yeah.
What did she say?
I don't know. I really.
So I thought that was going to end up being something, right? Then they said, this was the craziest part to me.
Miss Nicole?
After everything, him explaining to Donna, Nicole, and got me on the side, Tommy straight up asked, like, is she still, like, y'all want to rekindle? He like, rekindle? This ain't never stopped. I don't know. That's what I. And then he said, "Are y'all still?"
But you even saw doing part one when Nicole asked, like, "So are we good? Are we still doing us?" And they be like, "Yeah,
child, Lord." But he basically, and Donna's sitting right here. He says, "Yeah, like me and Nicole we still got something." I'm like, the world is crazy right now. Like, I am up. I don't care what none of y'all saying. None of y'all thinking Lauren was this and that. I am up in the world. Like, I left unscathed. Like, are y'all kidding me? Like, this is insane. Anyway. And then I want to address the people saying like, oh, these people are pick-me's, low self-esteem. There were several pick-me's on the show for sure. It wasn't me. But I understand with the low self-esteem how it could look that way. But it's kind of sad, and none of these guys are the type of guys that I go for regularly, or people that I've dated before don't fit the category of the gentlemen on the show. So the whole narrative that people like, even on our YouTube, like Lauren was thirsty over these guys, like y'all gotta be fucking. What did Dominique say? 2 things we gonna be today is fucking for real. Y'all gotta stop that. Come on, let's be realistic. Let's be for real. Anyway. So they go through a style video, and it should have just been a Darius montage. Every fur. The girls looked great. I liked a lot of the fashions. We even had to highlight. We had highlighted the fashions. But Tommy, when he had on that fur hat and the he looked so cute. All right, so we have made it to our audience comment segment, and this is the final one that we're doing for Ready to Love Detroit. So we're gonna hop into it. And shout out to everybody who's been good sports with these comments.
Shout out to everybody that's just been in tune, following the show, everything. You know, I mean,
the good, the bad, the ugly. We love all the comments.
You feel me?
So I guess I can start.
Okay.
Hold on. Maybe do you ready?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So this first comment is from Vera. Ed was the only true man on the show. He was not there to play. There was no one there for him, and he was not going to pretend. Vera, I appreciate
Very
that.
accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, as far, you know.
I mean.
You weren't there to play.
I wasn't there to play. Like, I came, I was really open to find the connection. I feel like there were some great and beautiful ladies on the show.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they were there for me.
True.
So I established that early. And I was like, yeah, I'm not about to pretend. I'm not trying to last down the show and make these fictitious connections. So... I'm out.
I respect that 100%. And you're a better person for that. All right, this one's a little long, but I liked it. I'm actually shutting off 2 paragraphs of it. So This is from Styles by P9137. I've watched all 11 seasons with the exception of Philly, LOL. But I will say that what I saw happen this season is a bunch of women who are all dating multiple people, but chose to single out or use Lauren as a scapegoat for why their respective relationships with the same men didn't work out. Ooh. The nasty way that Dom treated Lauren in the women's lounge and the group scene at the cabin was just unacceptable behavior from women who are genuinely a part of the same dating show. Then there was Ashley's comments and facial expressions on the reunion when the quadruple situation with Vince, Donna, Nicole, Lauren was unfolding. Then Ashley to continue to insinuate microaggressions towards Lauren, and Darius getting a phone call from Lauren on one of their last dates and how that put her over the edge. Come on. Like, the more I type, I have to laugh because this is absurd. Then the Shannon and Steve situation, there was a weird vibe from her. Trust me, I've seen the other podcasts from castmates that continuously shaded Lauren and men in that setting. And the men in that setting were complicit. Ooh. I mean, I'm not even going to go over that comment, but that mention at the end saying, and the men in that setting were complicit, you are just as guilty as the women that are sitting here making up this stuff and being nasty. You sitting there supporting it, you might as well be saying the shit too. By the way, Bello called me yesterday.
Did he?
I had to ignore that call. Are you insane? That, like...
He probably wanted to apologize.
I don't apologize publicly. The same way, if any of y'all castmates want to talk to me, you're gonna have to apologize publicly first. The same way y'all disrespected me publicly, don't call my phone. Do it online, and then somebody gonna have to send it to me since y'all all blocked. I love that comment. Thank you so much for that. Go ahead.
So we got Sharon Phillips 6729. Sharon says Ed is totally different on the podcast. Totally different personality. Wish he would have had the same personality on the show. Seems more outgoing and open. I think he was withdrawn on the show. He he definitely should have matched with someone. Sharon, so the difference is though, or the thing is, I was me on the show. I had this energy. I mean, Lauren, we were at the table when we were talking when we first met. But you got editing. You know, apparently our editing is pretty good on this show. But you got editing on Ready to Love, and they have a narrative and an idea and a design, and they wanted to make me look a certain way, so that's what they did. But I was the same way doing the men lounges with Tommy. You know, they'll say something. I'm saying what I say. I'm talking shit. You know, even during dates. So I'm always genuinely me. But of course, editing is gonna fit whatever narrative they're trying to fit. But no, I appreciate it. Thank you.
To piggyback, like I said, your personality was what made me add you to my list of.
You was about to say attracted.
I was about to say that, but I'm saying his personality was so big and bubbly. But I think a lot of us are victims of editing. Yeah. Speaking on my list. Since I'm trying to run through the whole cast, I gotta hit up Cardi, I gotta hit up Xavier, I gotta hit up who else? I got some more people to hit up, y'all. Stupid. All right, so this comment is from that girl -19F.
Okay.
I've watched other reviews and you can tell that they are very biased with how they speak about you. The live chats are disgusting. It's really sad to see. I read the comments and get really disappointed. On how many of them listen to respond instead of understand. A lot of projection is spewed on you. These girls have dogged you from the beginning of the show online, but you've kept it cute and only told your side of the story. But you're messy? How? They bring your name up and you're supposed to stay quiet? Weird behavior. Even if these girls didn't like you, why tell the world if they are so unbothered? Keep doing a great job. This is a great podcast and very well put together. Thank you so much for that comment.
Thank you.
And to piggyback off that, we did this show over a year ago?
Yeah, a year ago. Yeah.
Where did y'all not know this all happened before? It's just so odd to me that we have done parties together. We've spoken to each other. I remember Dominique walked up to me at our party and, girl, let's take a picture. Girl, you ain't got no problem with you. I'm like, damn, I wasn't going to take, but sure, okay, I didn't know we was cool. Like, and all of a sudden the show airs, now we got problems. To me, the fake beef is insane. I think really people feel like this show is about, they get to it when they're going to get a spinoff, they're going to get famous off of this stuff. Let's get some clout off of doing, like, shit is weak. Anyway, but shout out to whoever for that comment. Next.
That's all I got.
Okay, I got one more. All right, so we got Studio 5 Survivor. I'm actually watching part 2 right now. Darius literally said, me and Lauren have had a business relationship. Don't that baby know two fine ass people can make a boatload of guap together? Lauren, all I gotta say is you are pretty on TV, but these cameras must not be doing you no justice because these girls are not trying to hear it about you, Henny. Come on, my Detroit girlies. Y'all outside now. Lauren out here repping hard body style for y'all. What up, though? I love that. Shout out to all of the positivity and all the positive comments. So as we come to an end, we thank everybody so much for supporting the Recap Lounge.
Tuning in.
We're going to keep y'all posted.
Yeah, we're going to keep y'all posted on what's next. You know, like they said, two fine people, can run the bag up.
And I will say that, as this chapter wraps up for me, I'm excited that the show is officially over because, like I said, half the work was filming. This was the other half, actually experiencing it, having to deal with all the things that come with it. I want to say that because I complained a lot, but this actually was a very interesting experience, very introspective. I did learn a lot about myself. I mean, I had haters before. I knew this was going to quadruple the haters, the hate. And the one thing I will say is I'll forget most of you after this, but you will never forget me. You know who you are. And I probably won't say you guys' names ever, but you will never be able to stop saying my name. Maybe I have a couple interviews after that. You guys won't even exist. So sucks to have to feel that way. And upcoming, can I plug my new situation?
Go ahead.
So I realized, like, just after a lot of the stuff I went through, battling with bullies, mean girls, borderline harassment at this point, obsession. I wanted to create a space online because I loved connecting with the positive people. And I like discussing things too. Like, you see my paragraphs, like, I'm not ashamed. I was in all the chats. I was enjoying it. I was loving the experience of interacting with people all over. So I am back on YouTube, Access Lauren. I started a new series that's dropping very soon. I think my first live stream is going to be Sunday night, talking about everything ready to love. So if you want to hop on, let me know, because I'm going to actually let people go live with me and converse and ask questions and all that stuff. But I have a series where it's called Access with Lauren. It's going to be real conversations. One of the first episodes will be about mean girls and bullying, and it's going to be all types of topics about just stuff that we need to be transparent about. Stop acting like we got it all together and acting like shit is so sweet. Like, let's be real. Let's be internet best friends. This is a space for the girls, the good girls, where we can have conversations. And so just, sign up. I do have memberships now. Okay. So that's cool with the perks. And of course, Ed and I are going to keep you updated on what's
next. We definitely got some stuff in the works. I feel like Lauren and I definitely got. What y'all think? We feel like we got some good chemistry, right? For this type of.
We didn't fight today.
We didn't.
See, we be editing it out to fight it, but we didn't fight today. So, and thank you, Ed, for coordinating with me.
But can I say what
what you doing?
So what I'm doing? Shit. Sorry, no. No.
Oh God.
So one of the things that I'm passionate about is the community uplifting, lifting as I climb, and one of the things that I'm venturing into is speaking and focusing on underprivileged youth in general, but specifically Black boys.
Yay.
So you can check out the website, Ed Williams Speaks with an S, edwilliamsspeaks.com. I'm partnered with a lot of dynamic organizations around the city, around the country. But I'll be, you'll see a lot of content, a lot of things coming out of that soon, very soon. So support that. My IG, Thoroughbred Boxing, you can reach me there as well. If you have like some type of organization where you feel like they can really get a benefit of me coming to speak to them or giving them something, and it's coming from a background of me being, a product of Detroit, coming from the east side, right? But coming from the hood, growing up poor, dealing with the challenges of, a father with a drug addiction and a mother that's, trying to keep it together, to keep the family unit together. And then just all of my experiences, from, joining the gang, being in the streets, finding boxing, definitely God using that as a saving grace. Going to college, having that experience, being a professional athlete, traveling the world, working with, the Mayweather team and having big fights. Just seeing a lot of things that I would have never thought a little East Side boy would have ever had to experience, earning graduate degrees and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, if you would have talked to me, the boy on the East Side, no, I would have never thought I'd do none of that. I wanted to hustle. That's what the thing, like me winning was hustling and buying all the kids on the block ice creams. Aww. That was success, right? So if I can come, speak to the youth to just give that, look, what you see right now doesn't have to be what the future is. So There we go.
Yeah, I can't wait to get some people to come have you speak.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm gonna call some people too.
Okay.
That's what's up. All right, guys.
Yeah.
We're signing off. I'm at Access Lauren on all social media and Thoroughbred.
At Thoroughbred Boxing.
All right,
You
and
know?
we will see you some other time.
All right, y'all. Peace.